Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. I'm down in the orchard today doing a little bit of damage control. If you saw last week's vlog, you saw that I made mention of having the sheep down here in the orchard for a few days last week, and while they were down here around our peaches, they did a little bit of damage. So today I've come along to try to help the trees recover from that damage from the sheep scratching up against and eating off some of the bark on the lower portions of the trees. I believe I counted a total of 13 trees that I fixed down here. Actually 14. I see one right there in the center that I didn't get to, but it's not as bad as the others. One tip that we received from the nursery where we got our trees from was when we had our geese, and the geese were chewing on the trees, chewing on bark, destroying the trees, was to apply some petroleum jelly and then wrap the scar on the tree in saran wrap. So that's what we've done here. Gotten the petroleum jelly, applied it generously, and then taken that cellophane wrap and just covered it with the trees. That's supposed to help it to heal, get those scars improved a little bit better. We've tried it before on another tree that the geese did some pretty major damage to, so hoping to get good results here down on these as well. At least it looks like they mostly just kind of broke through the huge chunk or layer of the trees, but any damage is bad damage, so we definitely want to make sure that we give these the attention that they needed sooner than later. Now, I'm sure some arborist or tree expert is going to be watching this and ready to run to the comments to say, why are you doing that? You're trapping moisture, it needs to breathe. We understand all those things. We're just saying that this is what has worked for us before. This will not stay on the trees forever, but we do want them to try to recover a little bit, and it's not a one-size-fits-all thing for everybody in every situation. But this is something that we've done before, as I mentioned, and we are willing to do it again, at least for a couple of days. We will update you on the progress at some point soon. Not today, maybe not tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is just about 9 p.m. As you can see, it's dark behind me. Alexis and Cindy just left about 20 or 30 minutes ago. We just finished butchering chickens for the week. Tonight we had 28 birds, a lot more than I thought were going to be ready this week. I remember telling Dragan I thought there might have been 14 or 16. I would be surprised if we hit 20. And somehow we managed to get 28. So a huge thank you tonight to Cindy and Alexis, as always, for being here. But especially tonight, since we were missing our main man, Dragan, and Cindy was a champ at the dispatch cones tonight. And then I was helping to prep them. Alexis was busy taking care of evisceration. Her son was here as well tonight helping. And we got everything knocked out probably in about an hour or just a little bit more. A respectable time nonetheless for how we move, even when we have extra hands like Dragan or Sam. That doesn't mean we don't need you, Dragan or Sam. Especially Dragan. We like it when you're here expediting the process. And Sam, you're always welcome. So tomorrow's a new day. We're going to continue to unload the truck tomorrow. I managed to get all the produce off that I got at the wholesaler today. The last couple of loads I just ended up putting into the walk-in because it was after 5 o'clock. Needed to close down the farm and also start prepping for chicken butchering tonight. Chores, taking care of the animals, all that stuff. So tomorrow morning I'll wake up bright and early, get the trailer unloaded with all the mums and the flowers that I was able to get today, get the garden center restocked and ready for another beautiful, busy weekend here at the farm. And we'll check in with you guys later. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, sheep. We've made it to the end of the week into a fresh patch of grass for our herd today, thanks to Cindy's help. We are still right out by the sheep shed. You can see here all the grass that they just completely ate down, and right in the middle of your screen is the line of new grass over on this side. Should give them enough for a couple of days. Our rotational grazing becomes more and more frequent as they eat a lot more, and we are happy to be able to have the space to do it. Joining us for closeout today, a very special guest. It's Cindy, everybody.
Don't get them excited.
It's, you know who we haven't seen all
everybody.
week? Dragan. We have not seen Dragan all week.
So you get me now.
As I've been saying, Dragan is off doing Dragan things. He returns next week. He returns to the vlog, question mark, because we don't know when we're starting next. We don't know what's happening tomorrow. As I tell my mom every day when she asks, what are you doing tomorrow? I say, waking up. That's the only thing I have on my agenda. Cindy, how was your week?
It's been great. Super busy, but I don't think that's anything new, right?
No.
We are always on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. But very, fulfilling to complete the stuff, keep everybody happy. The store has been just bustling with autumn and everyone wanting their porch perfect and their decorations just right. Many frequent visits by same customers over and over because they go and they adjust and then they realize, should have got more.
I need more. It's always more.
And it's just a lot of fun to be a part of all that energy where everyone is just super excited about fall and knowing that they can find almost everything they need here.
Yep.
Yeah. Including, getting the family fed and getting some good meats and good chicken and a lot of new people to the area, a lot of visitors coming through, which has been very refreshing because it's, the people experiencing the farm for the first time and, oh my God, this place is amazing. If I had, a nickel for every time I heard that one.
She wouldn't be working here, everybody. She'd be a millionaire.
Even if I was a millionaire, I would still be here. But it's been great, and juggling everything that would normally fall on Dragan's hands too. Me and Kevin still getting everything done. Hopefully making Dragan proud. That's question mark. We'll see when he comes back, right?
We're going to add that to the list of questions for Dragan when he returns.
Look at everything we've done, and everybody's good. So yes, I feel very grateful to be a part of it all.
And we're grateful to have you as a part of the journey.
Me too.
This brings us to the end of this week's vlog. It has been, as Cindy said, extremely busy. I would use the term bonkers.
An actual term, yes.
It's just really kind of nonstop. But we are happy to have our fearless visionary returning to us very soon. And I'm sure you guys miss him also too. We'll make sure that we have Dragan do lots and lots of talking in next week's vlog, just for
Charlotte
you guys.
especially has been asking, when is he coming back?
So don't forget, if you happen to be in the area or looking for a little road trip, if you are nearby, that we have our Farm Fest Fall Edition coming up October 25 and 26. Lots of vendors are starting to fill up those spots. If you would like to be a vendor as well and you have something homemade, locally made, give us a call at the farm. The number is easy to find. So look us up and give us a call. Talk to me or Dragan, and we will give you all the details about that. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Tomorrow we have our food trucks are back. We have Crave tomorrow. We have the Happy Waffle with their school bus on
Yummy.
Sunday. So it's going to be a great weekend. We're in that time of year where the temperature swings are 20 to sometimes 30 degrees cooler at night than during the day. The plants are going to love that, I'm sure. You saw Cindy and I just finished unloading some mums too as well. So the garden center is full. Going to reload on some pumpkins for in the morning and look forward to having a beautiful weekend here at the farm.
Another busy one,
For sure. And if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you again real soon.